right, we are live, live. Thanks everybody for joining us. I am here with John Paul, the ultimate barber, who has been a staple in Alexandria since I can remember him parking that Mustang on the one-way street down there by TC Williams when I went to TC. John, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Well, I'm from Alexandria, Virginia, born and raised. Graduated from TC Williams High School. Got a degree in finance at Old Dominion University. Let's say I started cutting hair since the age of 12. So I've been in this about 34 years now. And went to TC. And actually, to be honest with you, Drew, man, I don't think I've seen you since I graduated, since like 92, man. So we're looking at like about 28 years that last time I seen you.
Been a while,
So,
man. It's been a while.
It's been a long while.
Behind you. I was a year behind you, man, but I know you were cutting hair back then, man. How long you been cutting hair?
Man, so I've been cutting for like 34 years. And yes, I've been cutting then. So I got a lot of people that, see what I'm doing now as far as the success and things like that. But a lot of people don't know, just where I came from and as far as, the grind and just the road that I took to get where I'm at. Well, and man, I tell a lot of, especially my, go ahead.
Before we get into any of the questions that I lined up, man, tell us about the grind, man. I love to hear about the grind.
So what I like to, I tell a lot of the younger barbers that come in, a lot of the younger barbers that I hire that work for me, their first thing they say that, I want to be like you. And I say, that's good. I like the aspirations. I like your goal. I like your drive with that. But with that, they got to understand that, where I'm at right now, it wasn't overnight. It took a lot of dedication, took a lot of focus. And I just try to tell them, man, and I just try to use life experiences, examples, as far as even with a tree. And I tell them, with that tree right there, you see how big and tall that tree is?
Yeah.
I said that tree would never have gotten to that size if you would have planted it, and within 2 or 3 months, you're picking it up and moving it, planting it somewhere else, picking it up and moving it, planting it somewhere else. You got to get stationary. It has to be grounded. It has to be able to put those roots in. It has to be able to, be able to get settled before it can grow and grow big. You can't just keep moving it. And a lot of people, if they see something that's not going their way, as far as within a career or a job or something that they're doing, next thing you know, they're on the move. They're on to the next one, on to the next, on to the next, versus sitting there and getting grounded and learning and being able to get planted, get your feet dug in. And so you'll be able to have the results as far as, down the road, as far as with myself and things like that. So that's the biggest thing I just try to tell them, man. You guys got to stay put, man. You get restless, you get uncomfortable too quick.
That's amazing advice about the tree. I love the analogy. What made you open your own shop?
To be honest with you, so I come from a line of entrepreneurs, and my vision, and like a lot of other barbers, once they start getting into barbering, is that they like to have their own shop. And like any other barber, I wanted to have that one where the family would be able to come in and enjoy an atmosphere and an environment where everybody can get serviced all at once. And, it's a good goal to have. But to be honest with you, I had to kind of narrow it down and not have that aspect, because the first business that I opened up was a full service salon and spa.
Okay.
And it was we did women's hair, we did men's hair. We had manicure, pedicures. I had 2 multi-purpose rooms, what I called, as far as we did massages, we did facials, we did body waxing and things of the sort. And that actually did not go well at all. I kind of failed at that particular venture there.
Right. And
what I learned was that, if you really want to be successful, you have to focus and really focus on one thing. And what I learned from that venture was that let's say you got 2 doctors, right? You got a general practitioner, and then you got a specialist. And I would ask myself, who makes the more money? You know what I'm saying? Who makes more money and who kind of works, the less time? And if you look at it, a general practitioner, when you're going in, he does a little bit of everything. He has to have a lot of clients to be able to, try to make the ends meet and, make the bills and things like that. But if you come in with a heart specialist, where he's getting, you know, $25,000, $30,000 a pop off of, you know, a 5 or 6 hour procedure. Boom. That's where your
Right.
success really comes in once you really focus and narrow down and stop trying to be. And what they tell you as far as like investing, you know, diversify this and that, but you know, you want to be focused in on one thing and do it the best that you can. And that's what I had to learn. So that's when I scaled everything back, focused on the barbering, and do it the best that I could. And that's when things really exploded.
That's a great story. So let me ask you this: how has this COVID-19 pandemic directly affected your businesses? Because you have three shops.
Correct. Directly, it shut us down. So we were mandated by the governor. My shops are in Virginia, and I actually have a suite concept that is in Maryland. And the governor of Maryland shut down barbershops, beauty salons, and everything March 23rd. That was a Monday. And then the governor of Virginia came out and he shut down the Virginia shops, barbershops, beauty salons, and everything like that, March 24th. So instantly, all my income, all my revenue was completely just cut off. All my revenue sources, income sources were just boom, just shut out.
Done. So what did you
Done.
do? What are you doing to protect your shops and kind of shift or pivot to protect your business?
Well, you know what? The good thing that we have, as far as with my barbershops, is that we have a great clients. We have a large following as well. So what we offered were gift cards for sale for our clients to be able to purchase, and we had a great response from that there. So um, basically, when our clients, once we open it back up, they'll be able to utilize the gift cards towards their services and product purchases. So that's been good, and now to be able to float us until we're able to get back in there and really and get back to the business as usual.
That that was smart. That was smart. Are you taking advantage of any of the small business loans or anything like that at this point?
Yeah, we applied for it, just like all the other companies.
Yeah.
But shucks, man, when they as far as the PPP loan program that ran out of funding, and the disaster loan program that one actually is on hold right now. So we haven't received anything yet, but we have applied for those as well. Just try to take advantage of those too.
Very good. That's smart. What about your landlords and stuff that run the building? Are they giving you any sort of break at this time, or are you toughing it out?
We've so when I seen things starting to come, we wrote a letter as far as a letter to the landlord, just discussing our concerns and things that was going to be going on, and in the event that we would have to close down, as far as what we can do, and being that we have a great relationship, with our landlord, they're very understanding.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so they're working with us right now, as far as both locations that I have. So, with that, hopefully, we'll be back up and running soon. Right now, the governor said May 8th, tentatively, that we can go ahead and kind of open back up. But when we do open back up, it's going to be a completely different experience than what people are used to in a barbershop settings. And this is going to be all barbershops, not just mine, but it's
Right.
all barbershops completely.
Can you tell us a little bit about how that's going to look?
Yeah, so now we were appointment based, but now those shops that were not, they're going to have to be appointments.
Okay.
You can't have no more than, like you're saying, 10 people inside the establishment at one time. So it's mainly going to be if you're servicing a client, anybody else, they have to wait in the car. I just got some rules now, some little regulations that came about. So face masks. This is going to be for the technicians and also for your service providers and also for your clients. Also going to need hand sanitizers, cleaning of the stations properly after each client, and your tools, gloves, cashless. So they really want you to go with not using any type of cash, any transmission of that, as far as with the bills or anything. So they want you to go cashless. What else did they say? It was a long list of things that were just in there. It's just going to completely change the whole dynamic of what you're used to coming to the barbershop and being able to, kind of, shoot the breeze and, just,
Talk
just
sports.
talk. Yeah, talk. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Look, you can tell I need to go to the barbershop, man. I miss you guys. Bad. It's showing all the gray too. So you've been running a successful business for quite a while. What advice would you give another small business owner to help them get through this time?
Through this time right here, I tell you, if they could, if you could definitely weather the storm here, there's going to be some great opportunities, for sure. We're in a recession-proof business as far as the hair business. So you got 22 million people now that are filed for unemployment. So basically, unemployed. So coming back, not everybody is going to be, like you're saying, rushing into the barbershop slowly. You got some people, like yourself, a lot of people that are due, but they're going to be looking at their funds first and just see where they are. But like I said, we're recession proof because now, for those that are going on job interviews and things like that, they got to look the part. You know what I'm saying? They got to look presentable. So we got to go to the barbershop, get their hair cut. Same thing as those is just might not be feeling good about the situation. Something about a haircut that makes you feel better. So a lot of people come in just to get that service, just to even just, feel better just for that time or for a week or just something, just to be like, hey, things might not be going well for me right now, but this right here, at least I feel like a new person, a different person. So
That's right, man. Once those doors open up, man, I'm telling you,
it's the floodgates.
I feel it, man. It's nothing like a fresh cut.
Yeah,
it is nothing like a fresh cut. All right, so that's great advice. I'm impressed, man. I'm glad that I didn't know you could bounce back as early as May 8th. I was a little worried. I'm going to open up for all of those on Facebook Live. If you have a question for John or me, even put them in the live, and we'll get to them. I appreciate it. So I'm going to start with some other questions. And John, is there anything you want to talk about? You want to say to anybody right now? I mean, it's all yours. If you.
Yeah, no, we can go ahead and just flow, and then if something comes up, definitely. I just a lot of people, I'm not sure about your audience, but a lot of people kind of know my story. They've been following me a little bit. So we'll just let you.
High school or before, man.
Yeah, definitely for sure. So they know I've been at this for a long time. Else? You know what? Like I said, I used to kind of dibble and dabble, but I learned that I said, let me just go ahead and just focus on this hair. This is what I know. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a long, long time. Let me stick with what I know, what I'm comfortable with. And now it's, gotten to the point now that I got a real good feel about it. So if something pops up within the hair related aspect that, it might be business related, I'm all over it. But other than that, that's a little bit of investing, here and there, just trying to, let my money work for me instead of me working for it. So
that hair is your niche, that cutting hair and running those shops. That's your niche. And I heard a saying yesterday, the riches are in the niches.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Got to stick with that. All right. So I opened up the floor. If we get some questions, if not, I'll go into more personal side of it. You have a family?
Yeah. I got a family. I got a wife and a daughter. My daughter's 16 right now. So she's in the 10th grade, and as you know, they're doing distance learning right now. So schools are closed. So yeah, so she's handling that, doing that right now. She's coping quite well with that. My mother and my parents, they're still in. My father passed about 2 years ago, but my mother, she's still in the Alexandria area. So got a lot of people in the immediate area here, a lot of family in the immediate area.
And you said you went to Old Dominion, right?
Went to ODU. Came out in '96. Yeah.
I got a daughter there and a son who went there too, man.
Really? Oh man, I didn't know that. Okay.
My dad is from the first graduating class of Old Dominion when they changed the name, man. That's how old he is.
Stop.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So this was great so far. A lot of wisdom. First off, I want to say, what's the last book that you read?
The last book that I read, because I got, I do audio books now. So I'm gonna have to actually
listen to read. Same here.
Yeah, so I'm trying, but to be honest with you, I think it was it's a book, a franchising book. And basically for what you're seeing right now, I'm franchising the Ultimate Barber. Yep. So and what I do now, I read a book a few times. Just try to divulge it and try to get as much as I can. I'll read it first time just to go through it, and then next time I'm getting the content out of it. Then, You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so the last, and I'm trying to think of the name right offhand, but it was a franchise book just to tell you
It's okay. We'll put it
how
in
the
the
franchise.
comments. We'll
Yep.
post the name of the book in the comments.
Okay.
So being stuck at home and all of us kind of quarantined in the house, what's the last show you binge watched?
Man, so right now, it's funny that you asked that. So I'm doing The Wire right now. So The Wire, I think that ran in like 2002.
Yeah.
So the first time that I watched it, I know my mindset was a little different. My thinking was a little different. I was a little younger. So it was a great show. I mean, probably the best series of, that and Sopranos running like neck and neck with me, but on HBO, that I watched. And now I got some time. So I said, I'm gonna go back and watch it again. So I've been watching it now. I'm finishing up season 4 right now. But what I'm grasping out of it this time, I'm telling you, the writers of that are amazing. I'm just like, wow, really creative. It's like, and this is why I read a book over and over again. With me watching this again, it's like I never had seen it before.
Right.
But now I'm really understanding and I'm really pulling out the context of the actual story. And each season kind of represented something. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm in season 4 right now, and they're more or less talking about the school system, the youth, and more political on this aspect with season 4. But man, I tell you, it's amazing, and I'm just like grasping it right now. I'm just like, wow, this show is amazing.
The Wire is definitely in my top 5, man. Top 5 forever. All right, so you a big sports guy?
I am.
What sport do you miss the most?
Boxing. I'm a boxing guy, man. So yeah, okay. I love the boxing and I love the UFC.
Okay, so sure. Yeah, they're talking about fighting on a private island for UFC though.
Yeah, Dana White, he's determined in May to come out with a show that he said is gonna be amazing too. He's gonna have it loaded, a card. It's gonna be loaded, but hopefully he can make that happen for sure. Because I miss it.
So before we wrap up, I want you to talk about the franchising that you're doing. When is that going to? I mean, I know it can't take off right now, but if someone's interested or that sounds like an idea, they would. Who do they talk to? You?
Yeah, so definitely. So they can go to my website, theultimatebarber.com, and there's a link on there. It says franchise, and they can get a little more information from there. But the biggest thing is we launched February 24th of this year, and then as you know, boom, yeah, right, yeah. Perfect timing. But the Ultimate Barber, definitely, it's our concept as far as the way we do business is a little different, not like the traditional barbershop. We are licensed right now, able to award franchises in 36 states right now.
Nice.
We're going to be definitely starting off local first. I got an amazing team as far as training. As soon as you sign the agreement, we start the training immediately. And each week we're doing like an hour and a half training, just bring you up to speed as far as financing and financials and things like that as far as with the business. And that's where I kind of fell short in my first business was not really understanding financials. And the numbers really talk to you and tell you, if your business is healthy or not.
Right.
And, a lot of people, when they're going into business, they, as I made the mistake, you see money coming in, you think you're making money, you think you're good. But if you got more going out than what's coming in, and you don't have a healthy company for sure, and you're not going to be open for long.
Every business needs a profit and loss statement, right?
Exactly. P&L. You need your balance sheet, and a lot of people, they fall in love with the P&L, but really looking at your balance sheet, looking at your statement of cash flows, things of that sort. Once you start looking at those and understanding what they're saying, that's really where you're going to know that hey, we're going to be successful. We're going to be able to make this thing rock and roll. So yeah, definitely with the Ultimate Barber right now. Like I said, you can go there to ultimatebarber.com. You can see a link that says franchise, get a little more information. But we're going after my goal is to go after the sports clips. You know what I'm saying? They got like 2,200 locations right now, but we're looking to go ahead and jump in that arena there and just make it happen, really, sure.
What are you going to do differently?
You know what? As far as with what we're offering right now, we're keeping it traditional. A lot of those, like sports clips or something, they'll have, the screens, the monitors up and showing games and things like that. And, just what I learned, man, a lot of times, just like yourself, Drew, if you're coming in, the main reason why you're going to the barbershop, you want a haircut. You know what I'm saying? And you want to get a you want to get a good haircut, and we're just gonna have it there where we're gonna give you a good service.
Good service.
Have it where you can come in and definitely where somewhere you can be pleased, and somewhere if you would like to bring your significant other in, it's a comfortable environment for them, and they won't feel uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. I've been in some crazy shops in my day, man. You can bring your kids in. That sounds great. That sounds great. And so you have 36 states that you're going to do. You can award franchises, and you're going to be hands-on in training and helping people get off the ground. Are your folks will teach them about the balance sheets and the P&L?
Yes. You
can't beat that. You can't.
I got a whole team. I got a whole team dedicated just to that.
That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. Well, I told you I would keep you about 30 minutes, and we're almost at 30 minutes. Are you a Redskins fan?
I'm actually a Cowboys fan.
I would have known that. I would have never done this.
but guess what, though? I don't hate the Skins.
Okay,
I don't hate the Skins.
Good. So who do you think the Redskins pick with the number 2 draft next week?
Man. Oh, it's going to be my man, the linebacker. Yeah. All day.
I think so. And what about your Cowboys? How will they look this year?
Man, you know what? We got rid of Jason Garrett, so guess what? We're going to be better than 8-8. I know that.
I hope not. Well, John, thank you. I appreciate you as always. Tell everybody where they can reach you if they want any information, if they want to buy a gift card to support anything. Tell them now.
Yeah, so like I said, the best way to reach me, the easiest way to reach me, I'm on email too, but theultimatebarber.com. And you can email me directly at john@theultimatebarber.com. And if you got any questions as far as with the business or anything like that, you can do info @theultimatebarber.com.
That's great, man. All right, thank you. I'm going to disconnect from Facebook Live. I appreciate your time, John.
Okay, thanks, Drew.
Yeah, man.
All right, take care.